WRLR 98.3 FM.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Actually, it's called Info Explorers, but we are giving you something to think about. This is Bob Slipke and Ted Schneider on WRLR 98.3 FM, coming to you live from the Round Lake Beach Metro Station every Tuesday from 7 to 9. And Bob is back from his 3-week hiatus.
Well, I tell you what, I've done a lot of exploring and everything, and it's interesting to see what's going on in other states and stuff. And it's really a Wild West show out there about who's doing what to prevent virus spread, if it's legit or not. I think it's just a bad flu, and there's so much misinformation out there and truth, it's hard to find out what's going on until you start talking to people in other areas. And I had some delightful conversations with people at airports, hotels, amusement parks, back alleys, food lines. I've talked to everybody.
Hey, buddy. You want to talk to me? I'll talk to you. Come here. Yeah.
Anyways, this is your Info Explorers. And what we do here is Ted and I, we're looking for all the other stuff going on outside of what the mainstream media is so laser focused on. There's so much going on out there. And it's really a disservice to people with the information tools we have in this country to be limited to just so many things.
Yeah, 2 stories, that's it.
You know, it's like, and then the other thing is, too, if you do pick a topic, it's nice to find other opinions on the topic instead of just one drum beat, and anybody that's away from that drum beat is a hysterical homophobe or conspiracy nut. They discredit you.
Exactly.
If you have a different opinion about things going on. The beauty of the First Amendment is to be able to find out information about things and make your own decision, not being told what to think.
Thank you, Bob.
There you go. And so here we are, and we are out there exploring things that we think will be useful or complete nonsense or a waste of time.
Off the path a little bit.
But I want to take the time to also thank all the people that have kept WRLR on the air, the volunteers, and the talent. We've got a lot of different producers here with new shows and stuff. The menu of programs here has really gotten very nice. Oh my God, the whole thing is almost filled.
The grid is filled, so go to WRLR.FM to see more information.
That's right. So welcome to the new producers. Ted and I, we've been here damn near since the beginning, I think.
Going on 11 years for me, Bob.
You know, I was here with
a couple of years before me.
Mike and Steve.
Yep.
I think we came in here the first year they started this thing, or the second year or something.
Yeah, you've been here probably more like 13, 14.
And I think they built the studio around me. I was sleeping in the field one day, and all of a sudden I woke up, I'm in a studio, and they say, hey, you want your own radio program? Well, what's a radio? And, but anyways, it's old stories, and I'll tell another time.
And as we always start the Info Explorer show with is some local loyal listeners, some shout-outs. One, I want to say Zach Schneider, thank you for listening, my younger offspring, who just turned 29. Can you believe that, Bob? 29?
Wow.
My baby is 29. But anyway, Zach Schneider, thank you for listening. Alex Schneider, who's generous enough to house him, let him live with him. Although the rent's pretty high, Bob. I mean, I might have to look at some of your properties for Zach if the rent gets any higher. But also he's got Bella, the Wonder Dog. Of course, he's got Ben, his faithful and sidekick companion. And also Eva. Eva, again, the hardest working oncology pharmacist now in Lake County. So all these Lake County oncology pharmacists do not compare. They're slackers. They don't know what they're doing. They're infusing with something other than what they should be. But anyway.
Relax.
I just want to say thank you for our local loyal listeners. So Bob and I are going to start something this show.
We're going to try and be funny. That's right.
No, just information. Hey, what time of year is it, Bob? It's the first day of winter, right? Yesterday was first day of winter?
Today is the, yesterday was the winter solstice. That's the
first day of winter,
shortest
isn't it?
day of the year for sunlight.
Okay, it did seem
Right?
short.
And I did see out in the southwest sky before clouds came in the alignment of Saturn and Jupiter.
I saw it too.
It is really, really cool. I mean, it's less, if you hold your finger up to them, they're closer
distance.
than about the finger width. I mean, it's amazing to see. Jeez.
It was very cool.
So I wish the clouds weren't coming in because I'd like to get my telescope out and take a look at the thing. But
There's always the neighbor's windows, Bob.
and there's always the internet. I mean, it's always like, you know.
Anyway, so
anyways.
it's winter, Bob. So what happens? People sit there and they feed the birds, right?
Ah, yes.
So I thought, wait, there's got to be 10 top bad foods to feed backyard birds. It was written by Melissa Maintenance.
Number 1, filet mignon.
Yeah, no. Number 1, spoiled seed. Bob, bird seed can go bad if it's improperly stored or allowed to rot in poor conditions.
my God.
Bugs, mold, and bacteria in soiled seed can cause diseases among feeder birds. So you got to make sure it's dry and fresh. So, Bob, no spoiled seed.
Wow.
Number 2.
Bread. While a tiny amount of bread may be acceptable to feed birds as a rare and special treat, large quantities are poor, unhealthy food with little nutritional value. That's why humans eat it.
Yeah, so you throw like a loaf of French bread out there.
And back to the article here. If you want to offer bread, opt for healthy bread such as whole grain varieties and make a sandwich. It includes peanut butter, suet. Suet? What the hell is suet?
It's that like block of like grease.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's like, sure, feed that to the birds.
Yeah, right. Watch them drop dead. Seed and other appropriate foods instead of offering plain bread. That's right. Maybe they should have organic. No bread that is moldy or rotten should ever be offered to birds.
How do they know?
Yeah.
They're going to go, oh, that's moldy,
Well,
Fred.
you got
Don't eat it.
birds picking up food off of a driveway.
Yeah, and cigarette butts.
Pigeons. You ever see what pigeons eat? Oh, God.
But, don't touch the bread. It's moldy.
Ugh.
Harold, don't touch the bread. So, old nectar. Now, Bob, nectar is for hummingbirds and orioles. It's easy and quick to make. But there's no excuse for not using fresh nectar.
Nectar.
Yeah, I don't know. Old nectar looks cloudy and discolored and may show floating particles. That's what I get. That was like the sample I gave my doctor the other day.
Oh, my God.
When spoiled, nectar can harbor mold and bacteria that's fatal to birds. So it's best to refresh it, nectar every few days.
Nectar.
Nectar, yeah. Like maybe you squeeze a peach. I don't know. Anyway, these are things not to feed backyard birds.
Wow.
Number 4?
With pesticides, do not offer birds any fruit or seed that has been treated with pesticides, herbicides, or other potentially toxic chemicals.
So you dip an apple like in bleach. Here, pretty bird.
You know, actually, if you're so worried about getting poisoned from all this stuff, maybe it would be good to have some birds around. You know,
Yeah.
See if your apples have been hit with pesticides or
Well,
something.
think about it, though, Bob. So, I mean,
You know,
and who's going to give them fruit?
well, think about it. If you got an apple tree,
Oh, but birds don't eat apples, do they?
cherry tree,
Maybe cherries?
you know, berries, trees of some kind. If you're
Berry?
using it, you know.
Yeah, so give your birds organic veggies and fruit.
That's right. FDA approved.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong?
Another bad thing to give your backyard birds, potato chips. Junk food like chips, cheese puffs, corn chips, pretzels, and other foods are all bad. Yeah, but you know what? Even though they offer very little nutritional value, the birds love it. You ever throw Fritos out there?
Yeah. And have you noticed the birds are getting fatter too now?
They are,
So-
yeah, they're obese.
Yep.
Right now, I read an article that something like 72% of birds are fat or obese.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and their cholesterol's off the
Oh
roof.
my God.
Yep, I've even seen birds like with crutches, bad knees. Anyway, so don't give them potato chips, Bob. If you want to offer a unique treat, instead offer plain air pop popcorn with no salt or other toppings. Sure.
Boy.
Yeah, I mean,
Now, here's what we're going to end up with. You're going to do all this stuff for the birds. You're going to have birds all over your property. The poo is going to be
Crapping
all
everywhere.
over the place. You're going to be hosing down your house every damn other day.
now you get the power wash. What's number?
Don't give anything to the birds. Tell them to hit the road. Go
Yeah.
down to the crazy people down the
yeah,
street.
Go fend for yourself. So,
Yeah.
Bob, 10 bad foods for backyard birds. What's number 6?
Meats. Right. See, you laughed at the beginning. I said filet mignon. Was I right? See? Many birds are carnivorous. Oh, that's kind of scary.
Really?
Yeah, how many birds are pigeons carnivorous? Nobody
wait.
told me.
Birds eat meat? Like what, bologna?
I don't know.
Chicken?
But, here, many birds are carnivorous, and that's
Yeah.
it. That's all it says here. So what's carnivorous?
But avoid offering raw meat.
Well, crows eat mice, right?
Oh, no.
And
So
then you got hawks,
hawks.
falcons, eagles.
Yeah, Mustangs.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were doing cars. Sorry.
But no, see, and there are some carnivorous birds, but not that many.
Oh, so the reason you wouldn't feed them, Bob, is that they can spoil quickly and grow bacteria that can kill birds. Well, there you go. You want to kill the birds?
Well, hell, I've eaten leftover steaks a week later.
What about pizza? Like
Nothing
sausage?
bothered me. Yeah, pizza sausage. Throw out a pizza there, and we'll see what happens.
Pizza.
Yeah, and it's bad if you see one or two of them dead. The others are going to eat them, so it's like,
Right.
So you're helping out.
Well, here, Bob, also they can attract other undesirable pests like rodents, raccoons, and bears. Any bears in your neighborhood?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Offer fatty protein, such as suet. I told you it was greasy. It's like a block. Do you ever see it? It's like a block with seeds. You put it like in a basket for the birds.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that can't be, ugh, it's greasy.
Cookies. You can't give birds cookies?
Scraps of cookies, donuts,
for
cakes,
oh
pies,
my
cupcakes.
God.
So no little Debbies.
Other sweet baked goods may seem perfect for birds, but just like other junk food, they do not offer good nutrition. Really?
Yeah. But meanwhile,
We're going through the whole American diet
Yeah.
here.
Have you
and
been-
we're worried about feeding birds, and we're like, but humans can do this.
you gone to Dunkin' Donuts lately and seen the fit people that walk out of there?
Yeah, right. And you ever watch these health guys on YouTube? You ever see them talking about eating cookies and
Donuts.
donuts in the morning before working out?
Cakes,
You don't hear them saying
pies. Yeah,
that.
so
All these health experts.
yuck. Honey is a natural sweetener and can be healthy for humans, but not good for birds. Now, Bob, why would you put a bowl of honey out?
First of all, it's expensive. I ain't giving no birds some damn honey.
And also, organic honey, Bob, can harbor bacteria and grow mold that can be fatal. Well, then good. Put a bunch
What
of
are we
honey out.
eating it for?
Yeah, no kidding.
I think I'm going to give some of this to the birds to see what happens to them before I.
Well, there's birds. Where I park my car, there's like telephone lines.
Yeah.
I'm going to start feeding them because they've been pooping on the car a lot.
Oh, really? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poop on my car.
Salt.
Salt.
Foods high in salt are not good for humans. Right. And it's the same for birds. Yeah. While common backyard birds can process small amounts of salt without difficulty, large quantities are dangerous.
So they put a salt lick out there for deer.
Well, yeah, I mean, if a salt lick, the deers are coming in for the salt lick, you better keep the birds away from it. But you know what? Birds aren't that stupid.
Well, maybe you put a sign on it, not for birds.
Yeah, but are they English birds or what?
I don't
Maybe
know.
they're Spanish birds. You know,
It could be Spanish birds. That's true.
But, think about it. The birds are not stupid. If they're going to go over some watery little pond or something, they're going to check it out. And they're not just going to dip their beaks in it. They're not. They're not.
That's true. That's true, Bob.
There's a natural, they wouldn't have been around that long.
But here's
They
the
were
thing.
that stupid.
Here's the thing, though. All these foods are bad for us, but we eat it. But don't give them to the birds.
Yeah, right.
Ew, don't
Yeah,
eat the
yeah, the
birds.
birds. Don't hurt the birds. But now think about it. The birds would have all been dead by now if they didn't have some kind of instinct for survival.
Like, don't eat this, and that's a
Right.
Frito. Don't touch that.
Yeah.
Although I do see them pick at stuff. They pick at like all sorts of.
Let's see what happens.
But maybe they're picking at stuff to use for their nest, like cigarette butts. And stuff. Or maybe they're smokers.
You see a cigarette butt bird's
Yeah. Hey. And the birds are, hey. Yeah. Yeah.
WRLR 98.3 FM.
That's right.
Bob
Info
Slipke
Explorers.
and Ted Schneider on WRLR 98.3 FM. We're talking about 10 bad foods to feed backyard birds. Number 10, milk, Bob. Unlike mammals, birds are largely lactose intolerant. Well, maybe I got to take one of those like pills before they eat.
Yeah.
Wow. So you
Send
put
them to a doctor.
yeah, put those lactose intolerant pills out, and then give them the milk. And who'd put a plate of milk out for birds? Hey, what are you, crazy?
Unfortunately, I think there are people out there that would do that.
Yeah, I can imagine
It's
that.
for your bird. They only get about 105 years old Nobody gives a damn about them, so they're out there feeding milk to the birds.
Let's give the birds some milk. That was 10 bad things, Bob, not to feed birds. Well, how about squirrels? Squirrelcontrol.ca. If you like feeding birds, you want to make sure that the food you give them isn't dangerous, unless you want to kill them, of course. So here's what to do if you want to kill birds.
All right.
Squirrels. Peanuts. Many people are surprised to find out that squirrels aren't supposed to eat peanuts, especially the ones, since rodents love them so much.
Oh, I tell you, rodents, they're into something on the peanut butter. I've been having some peanut butter with honey.
Yeah.
And just some crackers lately. I'm going, oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
Now I know why the mice go for it. It's like, this is really kind of cruel, because you put it on a mousetrap, you're going for your addiction.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the bar comes over and snaps your neck. I mean, it's like,
Oh, well. But anyway, Bob, it says the two main reasons with feeding squirrels, fill them up with foods that have little or no nutritional value. But it says here, there's little nutritional value for squirrels. So why would you? But it doesn't say why you can't give them peanuts.
Yeah, although squirrels do enjoy peanuts. Okay, well then mice and squirrels do like peanuts. I don't know why they don't like peanut butter. I mean, anyways.
Number 2, Bob, what you should not feed squirrels.
Junk food. This includes salted and sugared snacks. That's what's left. Nothing.
Yeah, that's it.
You're right. Yeah. So just like in humans, these are fillers and have little nutritional value. The salt is also very bad for squirrels, while the sugar has a much the same effect as in children.
So put on some candy. Put on some M&Ms for the squirrels.
Squirrels are hyper naturally, and sugar gives them even more, makes them more excited, which is bad for their overall health.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get the squirrels.
Well, squirrels are neurotic because somebody told me that they can't remember where they put their food for the winter, so they're all over the place trying to find out where the hell they put something. This sounds like a lot of people I know, to be honest with you, but other junk foods such as pizzas, hot dogs, and so on are very bad for squirrels and aren't part of their natural diet. No, really?
Yeah.
10,000 years ago, squirrels are like, we shouldn't be eating pizzas.
But we will.
What's a pizza? That's going to come someday. I can see it.
Hot dogs and actually fell from the trees.
And I just read Nostradamus. He said someday in the future there's going to be pizzas for squirrels.
Corn, Bob. You can feed squirrels a little corn cut up in pieces. Oh, sure. Take your time.
Yeah.
But never a whole, since squirrels have a tendency to overeat, sometimes even to death. Now, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see a squirrel eat to death. That might be a treat.
You know, if the squirrels get so big, they're going to wreck cars as we're running them over.
Yeah.
They're going to throw the alignment out really bad. Be like hitting a brick. But someday, if they get that fat, they're going to get hit by a car, and they're going to walk away, and the car is going to be damaged. You watch.
Or they jump on the hood and they like block your view.
Jurassic squirrels.
Yeah. Anyway, corn also turns sour quickly and grows mold, so make sure that the corn is good to eat before feeding. Yeah, okay. Number 3, Bob.
Let's see. Animal or human formula? What? Some wildlife websites suggest feeding squirrels with kitten, puppy, or baby human formula, but this is incredibly bad for squirrels.
I would think it is.
You know, is our education system teaching anybody this stuff?
Like giving breast milk or what?
You know, I mean,
instead,
where are our schools failing us? They're pumping out social justice warriors when we should be telling people what not to feed squirrels. Anyways, the formula of any brand that is designed for animals or humans can actually be fatal to squirrels. These formulas have too many preservatives and alien chemical additives. Just right for our babies.
No kidding.
Yeah,
hey, don't give it to the squirrels.
Don't give it to the squirrels, but your baby's okay.
Yeah, alien chemical additives. Honey, let's feed the baby some alien chemical additives. Okay, honey, sure.
Yeah, they put a name on something like that, too, like Preserve-All or something.
Yeah.
You know.
So these formulas have many preservatives and alien chemical additives.
And are known to cause nervousness, seizures, conversions, rickets, and sudden death in squirrels.
Sudden death.
Sudden death.
So they walk across. They run across the street. Poof, they start to rub a tree. Poof, they fall down. They're dead.
So you squirrels think cars are your only hazard, huh?
Yeah, look out for the human. But why would you give them? So wait a second. Kitten, puppy, or human formula has alien chemical additives. So,
What the hell are we doing?
so it's okay for your kitten, your puppy, or your baby, but don't give it to a squirrel.
We got to protect those squirrels.
No kidding. All right.
Almost caught you there, Ted.
all
Many
right.
years later, you almost blew it.
Breakfast cereals have no nutritional value for squirrels. They have no. Well, God forbid.
Really?
Yeah.
So what the hell are we eating here?
But-
Man, this stuff's expensive as hell now.
But, Bob, squirrels are happy to gorge themselves, but it's actually basically filler that does nothing for them. It can also lead to severe malnutrition. Cereal is definitely not part of a squirrel's natural diet. No kidding.
Really?
You think like Captain Crunch grows on the...
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Yeah.
That's the squirrels after they eat the stuff. They go out in the woods. You hear this snap, crackle,
You hear
and
this-
pop. You see squirrel meat flying all over the air.
All right, what else, Bob, shouldn't you feed a squirrel?
Pet food. Pet food. Doesn't matter if a cat or dog food. Again, meats aren't part of a squirrel's natural diet.
Really?
Squirrels are vegetarian and can actually die from pet food for its high meat content. Feed squirrels nuts, fruits, and vegetables that are found in your local area.
Like Jewel, Mariano's,
Yeah,
Aldi?
If squirrels are going to be eating better than us.
Why you shouldn't feed squirrels, Bob? Feeding squirrels may come naturally if you love animals, but it's not always the best idea. In fact, most wildlife experts are against the ideas of humans feeding wildlife, even friendly ones like squirrels, because you know what? People food is not good for wildlife, excluding squirrels, little or no nutritional value, and can lead to malnutrition, deformities, and diseases. So if you see
And one PO'd squirrel chasing your ass. You know?
yeah, but you see a deformed squirrel, what is he, like he runs funny?
It's on three legs coming at you. He's trying to bite your ankles. You're screaming, "Ow! Ow! Run!"
He runs sideways and you hear him go, I.
You jerk!
You fat baby cereal.
I don't eat meat.
Yeah.
Watch the teeth grow out
Yeah.
like a wolf.
What else, Bob? Why is it not good to feed a squirrel?
Feeding the squirrels also make them lose their natural fear for your humans. Yeah, because they're mad. They're coming after you.
Yeah.
Next, the squirrels move into people houses.
What?
Not my house. You pay rent. If you're going to live in my house, you're going to do some chores and
Yeah.
you're going to pay rent.
Wait, the squirrels next move into homes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not
And
my home.
then they get aggressive when they're not fed.
Oh, great. Sounds like bringing more kids home. What the
Sounds
hell?
like little like pitchforks. They got like torches going.
These critters can easily become a nuisance. Yeah. Once they stop fearing humans.
Yeah, I tell you what, give me a baseball bat.
Yeah, you know what? I still got a 12 gauge with some bird shot. You're going to see squirrel all over the neighborhood. That's just a warning for the rest of you.
All right, so here's
Don't even think of coming near my house.
no, and so you better fear Bob. Even if you had all this diet stuff you shouldn't have. Unsafe foods for squirrels at exoticnutrition.com. Again, Bob, avocado skins and pits, fruit pits and seeds. Now, why would you give them a fruit pit? They're going to like suck on a nut?
That's kind of rude.
Yeah, I mean, unsafe foods are dangerous to squirrels that can cause harm or injury.
Due to their attributes.
So guess what pine nuts does, Bob?
Wow, causes calcium loss?
So they got like bad bones, right?
Oh, my God.
They're like bent over and they walk slower.
Oh.
Yeah. What else? Unhealthy foods won't necessarily cause lasting harm, but they could still be limited. High sugar. I'd like to see a squirrel on sugar.
This is your high sugar, high starch foods, salty foods, human junk food, cashews, sunflower, dried corn, peanuts. This sounds like your standard American diet.
Sounds like what you use at the ballpark.
You know? I mean, so keep them out of the kitchen.
Well, I think the article's just basically trying to say, Bob, don't feed the birds and don't feed the squirrels.
You know, let them figure it out themselves.
Yeah, and you know what? It's thinning the herd, right? If they can't survive in the winter, well, oh well, too bad.
That's it.
Yeah. Anyway, this is WRLR 98.3 FM. Bob Slipke and Ted Schneider every Tuesday from 7 to 9, coming to you live from the Round Lake Beach Metro Station on the Info Explorer radio show.
If you wish to find out more about what's available on WRLR, because we have many producers here producing unique shows, this is not the kind of station where you're going to find canned 40 songs that you hear all day long. You tune on WRLR, and you're not quite sure what you're going to hear.
Exactly.
You can hear some very serious discussions of science on this program.
Like Bob and I.
And then you may hear some goofy boys with comedy and stuff, or singing, or gospel. Sports. There's a lot going on here. And it's a very unique entertainment venue on the oldest form of mass communication, the radio.
Exactly. So go to WRLR.FM for more information and look at our programming grid.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob.
So what's next? Phil
Mutz at littlethings.com said 12 common dream symbols you should absolutely never ignore. Now, these are dream symbols, Bob. Okay.
All right. So my dream symbol is this beautiful lady dancing in front of me.
Someone you know?
I'm not going to ignore that.
Someone you know? Or
No, that's the trouble. What are you doing in my bedroom?
All right. So number one, Bob, is boxes. If you're dreaming of boxes, hint, hint, Eva, concealment, secrets, and disappointment. If you dream about boxes, your subconscious is trying to reach out to you about concealment. Either you may fear that there's something important being hidden from you, or you may be keeping a secret from others around you. Even more than that, if you open a box in your dreams, it may be your way of saying that you're ready to reveal a secret. I think if you also dream of boxes, you probably have a lot because you just moved and you haven't unpacked them all. That could be.
You're haunted.
Yeah, exactly.
When will it end?
Anyway, and lastly, if you look inside the box in your dream and you find it empty, you're likely experiencing feelings of disappointment in your life. So, Bob, boxes can be very, very scary and things you don't ignore.
Wow.
As a symbol in your dreams. Number two, Bob.
Lack of control, danger, and anxiety.
What's that?
Well, let's see. A very common dream is one in which the person feels like they are falling. This may be your subconscious's way of telling you that things are getting way too out of control in your life. You may be afraid of failure, or that some of your riskier life choices may be coming back to bite you in the end. If falling is a recurring symbol in your dreams, it is probably a good indicator that you need to focus on anxiety-fighting activities in your day-to-day life, such as meditation and yoga. All right, but still, here's the other thing, too. If you're falling in a dream, that is a great signal that you are dreaming. And if you're into the lucid dreaming techniques, where you realize you're dreaming and you accept that and you realize you're dreaming, you can start controlling the dream. So if you find yourself falling, say, all right, I'm falling, I'm in a dream, that means I can stop falling. And it may take a little practice or so, but you may find yourself, all right, I've stopped falling, I'm still a few hundred feet off the ground. Let me see if I can fly around in this dream and see what I can do with it, or fly over there, or change the environment, increase the color of the dream image. There's lots of things you can do. What I suggest, I can't think of the author's name, but there's a book out there called Creative Dreaming. I read this back in the 80s, and I've been able to achieve this dream awareness thing, and it is a fantastic feeling. You wake up feeling really refreshed from it. But Creative Dreaming, that's the title of the book. I don't know the author. I don't even know if it's in print anymore. But falling is definitely a sign that, hey, hello, this is an opportunity.
So, Bob, let me put it this way. Now, if you're conscious in your dream, take a side note here.
Yeah.
And now you can control the dream.
Yeah.
Now, if you kill someone in your dream, does it really come true in life?
You know what? I've never had that happen to me.
Oh, okay.
I've had... actually, what has been interesting about that is being chased by animals and stuff.
Like squirrels?
And squirrels that I've tried to poison. And...
There's the human that gave us peanuts.
Yeah, but standing and fighting these animals and standing up to them makes you stronger in your waking life. In a dream, it's the Sonoy tribe in Papua New Guinea that their whole culture is based on dream imaging. So what they believe is that when you fight and conquer a foe in your dream, one of the benefits of is that you demand their loyalty and their strengths in fighting to make you a better warrior for your next challenge.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, and I think that is kind of one of the samples or examples in that book, Creative Dreaming, about different cultures and how dreaming affected them. In fact, the oracles, Greek oracles, believe that these people just didn't go up and talk to shapely women dancing to drug-induced music, but they actually went to these oracles and slept around in the area. And
does it look like that?
Dream images, that's it. Dream images would come to these people from the oracle, but it was in the dream state that it came to them. Now, Ted's fine.
Yeah, so, and we'll take a quick break, but Creative Dreaming is by Patricia Garfield. Creative Dreaming.
That's it. Yep. You guys want to go on a real adventure.
It was originally published in 1975.
Oh, Jesus. 75. Oh, my God.
Let's take a break, Bob.
That is really interesting. This is Bob Slipke, Ted Schneider, your info explorers on
W.3 FM.
Whether going to work, helping my kids with remote learning, or getting dinner on the table, my family depends on me. To stay healthy and protect my loved ones from COVID-19, I follow the 3 W's. I wear a mask, wash my hands often, and watch my distance around others. Our families and our communities are depending on us, and together we can stop the spread of COVID-19. Follow the 3 W's. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and watch your distance. A message from the Lake County Health Department with funding from the Federal CARES Act.
I can take care of myself. I can make a peanut butter sandwich. I can brush my teeth and I can give myself a bath. I can walk home alone from school. I can pick dinner from the trash behind the deli. I can watch the baby for the whole weekend. I can keep a baseball bat by my bed just in case there's trouble. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
If you're in jail, who'll be there to take care of your family? Something to think about before committing a gun crime. Gun crimes hit home. This message brought to you by Project Safe Neighborhoods and the Ad Council.
Hi, Grandma. What's for dinner?
Hey, honey, I'm making stew tonight.
Ooh, can Nina come over?
I'm not sure about our new friend. I wonder if there's been any drinking going on. Alcohol at her age can lead to so many bad things. I've been meaning to ask you, what would happen if someone offered you a drink?
Grandma?
This is hard. She's so young, but I know I need to talk to her about it now before someone tries to give her alcohol. If anyone ever does offer you a drink, I want you to say no. I have too much respect for my family, and I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
Really?
I promise, Grandma. I love you too.
Okay, how about tasting this stew and telling me what you think?
Some children may try alcohol as young as 9 years old. It's not too early to talk about drinking. For tips on how to begin the conversation, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. That's underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. This message brought to you by SAMHSA and this station.
Hi, I'm Frank Tarzeski, inviting you to listen to Music Matters every Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. right here on WRLR 98.3 on your FM dial. I play polkas, I play country, I play crazy songs, I play requests and jazz. That's Music Matters 1 to 4 p.m. right here on WRLR 98.3.
An oasis of calm, a fortress of solitude in the middle of a crazy world. The Mellow Show.
If there's a little too much reality going down in your life at the moment, and there can be at times, then this is your personal invitation to escape. Just pull down the shutters on reality and step through a portal into a fortress of solitude, an oasis of calm. The Mellow Show here on WRLR 98.3, Wednesday evenings at 10.
Tune out of reality. Dial up serenity. The Mellow Show.
A couple of hours of music from the quieter, lighter end of the musical spectrum across time and genres.
The Mellow Show with Gary Zeep.
Hey everyone, it's Norm.
And every Tuesday afternoon, 3 to 5 Central, I'm coming right at you here on WRLR. Let's share some stories, get some information, have lots of fun with plenty of music as we finish your business day in the office or take the drive home. Stream the net, 98.3 FM. Even use the TuneIn app. Join Norm, 3 to 5 Tuesdays, right here on WRLR.
Hi, I'm Carson Beck. Do you like your weekly dose of Lake County sports? I have a show for you. Tune in to Lake County Sports Scoop right here on 98.3 WRLR on Mondays from 4 to 5 p.m., where me and my co-host, Carmel Corsairs assistant boys basketball coach, Fidel Garcia, recap and preview all things Lake County sports.
All right. Something to think about here.
Bob Slipke and Ted Schneider.
Your info explorers helping you decide what the hell is going on out there.
Or trying to, at least.
Yeah. Now, we were talking about dream symbols
that you should
before
not
the
ignore.
break. And since we're all laying around by the fire and drinking and sleeping, and that's right. That's right. So while you're snoring, waking everybody else up, and you're enjoying your dreams, here's some things to keep in mind.
Cats, okay.
If you're dreaming of cats.
Yeah, whether or not you're a cat lover in your waking life, it shouldn't matter. Cats can appear as a powerful symbol in anyone's dreams. Your subconscious may be telling you to get further in touch with your feminine side. This can be easily accomplished through a deepening of your relationships with females or wearing dresses. Number 4, Bob, of some common dream symbols you should never ignore.
Number 4. Let's see. Where is that at here?
Next page.
What?
Yeah.
Page 2.
Hey, page 2. Don't want to be people.
Okay. Aging. Teeth. Teeth. If you're dreaming of teeth, not like chasing you down the street.
Maybe you don't have
like
any.
Oompa Loompas.
Yeah.
You know. Aging, appearance, and health. For many people who have experienced dreams involving teeth, they may have felt something much more akin to a nightmare, with their teeth either breaking or falling out or eating them. Teeth symbolizes a fear of getting older and possibly even death.
See, I don't fear death or...
Yeah, I haven't dreamed about teeth ever.
No, me neither.
So,
unless you're a dentist or an orthodontist.
You know, I mean,
Science! Anyway, ants.
Ants.
On a very surface level, dreaming about bugs or ants may indicate there's something been irritating or bugging you.
Oh, God, come on.
Knock, 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 knock.
This can be your mind's way of telling you to address these problems head on.
Like spray them.
Yeah, or drive them over.
Yeah.
Rather than letting them build up over time. Oh, my God, poor President Trump. All this stuff he's faced. I'm wondering what kind of dreams he's having. Oh, my God.
And dreaming about ants, Bob, shows you have a deep belief in working together to get things done.
Oh.
Sure. What's number 6, Bob?
Hair. Sexuality, status, and freedom. If you're dreaming about hair, it is likely to have some aspects of your physical relationships that you have to work out. Your subconscious may be telling you that it is time to embrace the more sexual side of your personality.
What if the hair's in the drain? It's like your partner's like...
Your hair's in the drain, so is your relationship.
Yeah. Number 7, water, Bob. Water shows you either a person who likes to take chances or you aspire to take more chances. You have big goals and your subconscious wants you to shoot for the moon. I know my grandmother used to say if you drink about muddy or murky water, that's bad.
Huh.
Okay. But this says if you dream about water, you also love when life feels fluid and easy. Sure. Number 8, Bob.
Well, that's interesting. I've had dreams about being on rivers and rowing on boats and things like that. But
like a slave ship or what?
That's right, yeah.
Row,
yeah.
row, row.
Yeah. But anyway, you know what? I never really... I took a broad look at the whole scene. I didn't really look into the details, of the color of the water. See, that's where you get really good at creative dreaming, is when you're in the dream, you know you're in the dream, and you start looking at details. Now, one trick for improving the details in your dream is you're in the dream, you know you're dreaming, look at your hands in the dream, and try looking at all the lines and everything in your hands.
The details.
The details in your hands. Then you look out at the dreamscape you're in, and you'll find more details in your image. So there's another dream technique, and I think you're going to find that in that creative dreaming book.
Now, what if you look at your hands? You have no hands. What does that mean?
Well, then that means it means that cat just ate your hands.
Yeah. Number 8, Bob.
Yeah, boldness, release, positivity. While many of us might wish we could fly, even more people have actually dreamed that they could. Flying shows that you are ready to make bold choices in your life. And that is interesting. I've had a lot of flying dreams.
By yourself, in a plane?
Actually, in a car. I was in a dream.
You're going down the tollway.
Going down the tollway. It was early morning. I didn't have my coffee.
Trying to keep up with everybody.
Yeah. See, remember, 55 or 65 is just a suggestion.
Yeah, a mild suggestion.
You just 65 on the tollway up here, you're going to get run over.
Yeah, the state police don't do anything anymore, do they? I mean, I don't know.
Oh, they're taking their lives in their hand by pulling anybody over. They could be pulling over a carload of Black Lives Matter activists, so we'll just shoot him. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So they got to be careful. They're not going to pull over everybody anymore.
Plus, how fast are those state troopers? I mean, when someone zooms by at like 90 or 100.
I think they're looking for bigger problems out there. I don't think they're looking for your 5 over speed limit violations.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Bob.
So, but don't show the ticket to me.
Yeah.
But
Bob
anyways,
Slipke said,
I was having a dream. I knew I was dreaming. I was driving my car, and I knew I was driving my car in a dream because I was touching the steering wheel, and I was pulling back and forth with it. I'm going, well, if I'm dreaming, if I pull back on the steering wheel, I should be able to lift off the ground like, what is it, Flubber?
Yeah.
That movie?
Yeah.
With the flying
Son
car?
of Flubber? Or...
Son of Flubber, right. With
Fred McMurray.
Yeah, Fred McMurray. Anyway, so I had that dream. It was delightful, very relaxing. So I'm in my car, flying over 120 over to Des Plaines River over down there.
Very nice.
And it was a quick image, but it was one I remembered, and I wrote it down in my dream journal that I always keep by my bed.
You're a DJ? Dream journal?
Dream journal.
All right.
So, and that's another thing you'll learn about, too.
Number 9, roads, Bob. Life can be complicated with many metaphorical roads.
Yeah.
Dream about a single road is your mind's way of telling you to simplify things.
Well, I can't get any simpler than driving down one road and then all of a sudden lifting off.
Yeah. Number 10,
mud. Immobility, growth, and unrest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mud. You're walking in through mud. I mean, there's different ways to do that.
I think that'd be something that you want to do, the walk in mud.
No, I've never really had that.
Mud?
Yeah, some of these things that they're talking about here in this article, I've never really experienced in a dream state. Interesting.
11, the color green. If you dream about all things green, you're likely in a good emotional place, Bob. You love those around you, and you feel that same love in return. Number 12, Bob.
Being naked in public. I've had a lot of those.
Yes. And you were dreaming.
That's right, yeah.
Hey, my name's
That's
Bob.
what the judge said. Judgment, vulnerability, and acceptance. It might sound strange, but the majority of people have actually dreamed that they were naked in public at one time or another. That is because this dream symbolizes a universal fear, the fear of being judged. Well,
maybe you're a pervert.
You know, that's right. I mean, so you're worried about being judged. Maybe just flat out wacky. You know?
Yeah, maybe put some clothes on.
You know,
hey,
you can't afford clothes. Maybe it's a sign that you're poor.
Or maybe you just like to air things out. How about some station ID, Bob?
A station ID?
Yeah, well, we should do one.
Where are we at?
I don't know. Do the station ID. We'll find out. Hit that button.
Let me guess.
Hit that.
At what station we're broadcasting from.
All right.
Now, hold on. Let me think about this. We are...
WRLR 98.3 FM.
Exactly.
I was right after all.
You were, Bob. This is WRLR 98.3 FM. Voila, Bob Slipke and Ted Schneider every Tuesday from 7 to 9 on the Info Explorer radio show coming to you live from the Round Lake Beach Metro Station. And Bob, you know what? Here's 7 life-saving tips to help you survive a fall from an extreme height. Littlethings.com. Lena Paules Bronet. I see it.
All right, good enough.
Sure. You know, most of us imagine falling, Bob. We think about tripping on the sidewalk, slipping on a wet floor, or falling off a chair. But what if falls that could be fatal, like off a cliff, or you slip off the roof of a house, or a parachute fails to open during a skydiving adventure? Well, here's the thing, Bob. People manage to survive almost impossible falls, like the young woman who plummeted 10,000 feet into the Amazon rainforest. What she was doing there, I have no idea. Anyway.
Yeah, she survived. She said at 9,000 feet, she said, I'm doing fine. At 8,000,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
7, 6, 5. Then nobody ever heard from her again.
Exactly. So, Bob, there are ways of increasing odds of you surviving a deadly, fatal, high, extreme height fall. Number one, don't panic. Sure. So you fall out of an airplane without a parachute. Take a break. Just chill out. Don't worry about
That could be, relax.
Relax.
Other people have done this before. You're not alone.
It's important to remember that many falls from high up aren't actually a straight drop down. Like you hit a building and go like a pinball. So you don't die till you get to the end. Basically,
that's right. Enjoy the ride.
Yes. Yeah, an arm gets ripped off. Maybe you bust a foot. And
It'll
smack
be
your head.
wonderful.
Yeah. So the main thing is, Bob, don't panic. It sounds crazy, but you can use that to your advantage if you keep a cool head. So as you're plummeting 10,000 feet to the earth on a parachute, just whistle or
just whistle a happy tune. Maybe those birds that came by that you tried poisoning before will finish it before you get to the ground.
take a selfie. Maybe do something. Okay, so number 2, Bob.
Protect your head. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to protect my head and a couple other things. Because if I'm going to survive it, there's a couple things that got to be intact. Or I don't care to live anymore. No, God. Break my legs, break my arms, but don't hurt my beep.
And protect your head.
Protect my head. If my brain got banged up a little, I was driven by one lusty desire. Like an animal, I got to be kept in a cage. He wasn't right after that fall.
After that 7,000 fall off the cliff, we let him cut the grass. He does it with his teeth. Bob, be nice to the mailman, Bob. All right, so protect your head, Bob, which is, that should be like second nature, right? I mean, right? So as you fall and you put your arms out, of course, you snap up.
Yeah, they break off. Yeah, but number 3, relax your body. Sure, your arm is in Iowa, you're in Illinois, but be relaxed. Your legs just flew off to Minnesota.
Yeah. So when falling, it's much safer to relax your body. The impact will injure you less if more of your body can take the...
What's left of your body? your teeth laying to the ground. Everything else is all over the Midwest.
So here, Bob, to make sure your body isn't stiff, soften or even bend your arms and your legs when you fall. It'll ensure your joints don't like your joints.
I don't like my joints. The joints are gone. Don't tell me. What the hell?
Okay, number 4, Bob.
Bend your knees. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, to absorb the... Oh,
yeah.
Sure. Okay.
So when you fall, those kneecaps get driven into your chest.
Right. Yeah.
So, Bob, if you feel yourself falling, if you feel it, you probably
feel it.
If you if you get pushed off a building, you'll know it. You should bend your elbows and knees to try to take the hit on the fleshiest part of your body.
Yeah.
Like the side of your thigh, your buttocks, and your shoulder. Your shoulder is fleshy?
No, I don't think so. Your shoulder, oh my God, that's the weakest bone on your body, is the collarbone.
Yeah. So you bend yourself down to give it a, what are those things called?
A rugby
yeah,
hip.
A hip, not a hip pointer, a stinger.
You know what? Here's the thing. Walter Payton, God bless his soul, always avoided injuries because he was hitting people harder.
Right.
And he was getting hit. So, you know what? All right, so you're falling from 10,000 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You're facing planet Earth. You know what? Don't be intimidated.
No, exactly.
Try and see if you can dig a hole in the planet.
Yeah.
Have some attitude.
Exactly.
You know?
So here, Bob, number 5, try to land on your feet, but don't stay on them. When most people fall, they try their best to land feet first.
Huh.
But as soon as your toes touch, try to roll so that your rear end and other fleshy areas absorb the most shock.
I don't know. Think about that. You're falling at such a fast speed.
Yeah.
You got a split second to roll. I don't know.
Nah, it doesn't work.
No, you'll fold up a lot faster.
Or you'll
telescope. Your legs will telescope into your shoulders. You're going to look like a minion.
Yeah. Next thing you know, your feet are on your waist because your leg has been shoved through your body.
Your kneecaps are tickling your ears.
Yeah.
What is this? I don't know. Let's walk around and find out.
Suddenly, Bob, all your clothes don't fit anymore. You have no need for pants. A shirt and some shoes is all you need.
That's right.
Okay.
And a handicap parking thing. Don't forget that.
Yes.
Nobody's going to deny you that.
Yeah, so I would definitely fall out of the plane with a handicap sticker so they could just drag you over and leave you there.
No.
All right, number 6, Bob.
Fall to the side. Let's see. The New York Times reports that falling straight forward or backward raises the risk of damaging your spine and vital organs. Really? God, thank God the New York Times is around to keep us informed.
Yes.
Such stupid people like us. Many people try to fight the fall if they feel themselves going down, but it's actually much better to go with the fall and roll into it. BS.
Yeah, so as you hit a couple of trees, a building,
a tractor,
shed,
combine, you fall into a combine.
Oh, look.
Yeah, just go with it. Accept it.
Exactly. And lastly, Bob, number 7, get medical help. Once you're on the ground, get medical help. Sure.
Get medical help before you jump.
Yeah. You'd be laying there going,
I didn't mean to do this. Get me help. You know what? If I saw somebody falling off, deliberately jumping off a cliff and laying there in pieces, I'm going, what's the matter with you?
Yeah, I'd say, it's over.
I'll get a doctor. Wink, wink. You know.
Yeah. Hey, you're okay, buddy.
Don't move. He's got 700 fractures and only 300 bones that could be broken.
Yeah, it'd be like Mr. Potato Head with parts missing. Don't move.
Yeah, just stay there. I'll go get help.
Help is on the way.
But I'm going to stop at Starbucks first because I'm on the way to my breakfast.
And what you tell them is, you look them in the eye, if they got them left still, and go, you'll be okay. You're a survivor.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Stay calm. I was a Boy Scout. Well, that was 7 life-saving tips to help you survive a fall from an extreme height from littlethings.com. Elena Paulez Brunet. All right, Bob, let's wrap up here with 15 things to keep in your car during winter. It's wintertime, Bob, right?
All right.
And you got to have stuff in your car to survive winter, right? You get stuck in a snowbank. You're on the tollway and there's long lines. So here's 15 things to keep in your car during the winter from palegaladvice.com.
Gallo Wines. That's who's doing this article.
Number 1, Bob, you want a sturdy ice scraper and a snow brush. That makes sense, right?
Yes.
Sturdy, one that can take a hit.
That's right.
You can beat off squirrels with.
Also, the ones that extend.
Oh,
sure. So you don't have to walk around the car to get the whole, the other side of the windshield and everything
Or
else.
say you're in the woods and a bear comes up, you extend it and start whacking them at a distance.
Yeah, right.
Poke them in the chest.
Sure.
All right, so a sturdy ice scraper and snow brush. Number 2, Bob?
Whiskey. Oh, no, I'm sorry. A shovel and whiskey.
A shovel?
Buy a smaller collapsible shovel to keep in your trunk. It'll be useful if your car is stuck in snow or you have to clear a path to drive to the liquor store.
Or you have to fend off against maybe some animals.
That's right. Squirrels that you just fed peanuts to.
Yeah, or formula. Now they're crazed.
Right. Yeah, you just gave baby formula to the rascals there.
Yeah. Gloves and other winter clothing, of course, Bob. You want gloves, hat, scarf, maybe a nice wool blanket.
Yep.
Maybe a parka.
That's right. Everything. Emergency flares, reflectors. Snowstorms reduce visibility, whether it's daytime or nighttime. Reflectors will help other cars and emergency vehicles see you if you are stopped on the side of the road.
Yeah, see you, your car, but not you. You get out of the car.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and then if you got some ornery snowplow guy who sees your car and deliberately wants to bury you with his plow that's the size of a block yard in the city.
But you know what they say, emergency flares, like the guns used on ships? Those little guns?
Right. Yeah.
Pop a flare.
Yeah. And if the guy buries your car, you shoot the flare at his truck.
Yeah, blind him. Actually, you shoot a flare at somebody, it kind of burrows in, doesn't it? Like a white phosphorus grenade?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, now, number 6, Bob. What you carry in your car?
Rock salt, sand, or kitty litter. I can understand the rock salt.
Okay.
The sand for throwing...
well, you know what? Maybe you put it by your feet and you take your shoes off and you pretend like you're on the beach.
Yeah, but the kitty litter, you definitely want to give that to the squirrels and have them chasing you around.
Yeah.
Because then you'll see the path of where they chase you, and maybe they'll find your body a couple of days later.
Keep in mind, Bob, you could use kitty litter in the car.
Well, I guess so.
Put it in the floor next to you, and maybe you have to go and...
I don't know. No matter what, I'm still going to brave the cold.
All right.
And do what a man's got to do.
All right, a first aid kit. You definitely want a first aid kit, Bob. It's crucial if someone's injured in a car crash, or say you cut your finger.
Yeah, but you know what? They say first aid kit, but what would you have? I'd have
a tourniquet,
a big those 6x6 bandages, and gauze and wraparound material.
Okay.
And then some antiseptics. And let's see, what else would work?
Some whiskey for the wounds?
Whiskey, definitely whiskey. Whiskey and a lot of things.
Some needles and thread? If you have to do some surgery?
I don't think so.
Sure. Bob, have you ever sewed somebody up?
No.
Me neither. But I think it'd be fun.
Well, I tell you what, if I'd say let them bleed to death, because then you're going to get sued or something.
Yeah, but you know what I don't understand? So you sew the outside up, but it's still bleeding on the inside.
Right. So what good does it do?
Yeah, it's kind of like defeats the purpose. All you do is hide it, but it looks tidy.
Yeah, but extra windshield washer fluid, whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey.
Just tell them I'm just using it for washer fluid.
Yeah, whiskey, give me whiskey. A flashlight. I get one of those like laser beams.
Yeah, I tell you what, if nothing else, have at least a flashlight. Minimal.
Yeah.
Is a flashlight and some gloves, extra clothes, and
something frilly.
Yeah. Yeah. Something soft. Put a pretty
cashmere. Maybe some cashmere, Bob.
Yeah, and name it. Yeah. But definitely the windshield wash, the brush.
Yeah,
gloves,
sturdy brush,
and things like that.
Rope or a chain. Now, Bob, I have a rope in car. Let's say you're giving up. You're in a bank, right? The rope, you can hang yourself, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like slowly dying somewhere.
If you own slaves, you can have them pull the car out. But we can't own slaves anymore.
So that'd be dumb.
So somebody really spoiled the party on that one.
I'd say a rope is a good idea. Let's say you pull off the road in a ditch. You're laying there for days. You could hang yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So. Or you could do like practice your knots.
Keep it clean, Ted, will you?
All right.
Practice your knots. Knock it off.
All right. Jumper cables.
Come on, jumper cable. Everybody's got jumper cables. You know what? I haven't carried jumper cables.
What would you need jumper cables for? Torture somebody.
You know, maybe,
Yeah. That's what you use them for, Bob. Not for starting your car. You put it on the battery, and let's say you torture somebody because you need information.
Yeah, like some poll watcher on the Democratic side.
Yes. A small toolkit.
Small toolkit.
Yeah, sure, like a saw.
Saw. Yeah, I got a saw and a screwdriver.
Yeah. So the cop stops you. You got a hacksaw, a chainsaw.
Those things for busting windows.
Yeah, and you got a crowbar.
Yeah, and you're wearing black.
Yeah. Duct tape, plastic.
Yeah. You will be taken care of immediately.
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
So you look cool. So you look cool when they find you.
Carry your body. Well, at least didn't go blind.
Yeah. Cell phone charger.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? And lastly, Bob.
Water and non-perishable snacks.
Like what, honey? Because honey doesn't.
I guess.
Peanut butter? A jar of peanut butter?
Non-perishable snacks.
Maybe a diaper?
Peanut butter. What else would be non-perishable snacks?
Honey. Honey never spoils.
Crackers. Peanut butter and crackers.
Maybe some mac and cheese.
You better have some toilet paper. Mac and cheese. But see, mac and cheese.
No, but in the box. You can make it. You find a little bowl and you boil water.
Boil water, yeah, right. Yeah, you set your car upholstery on fire.
Yeah.
To start a fire.
But I would, I also, what if there's no bathroom around? I'd bring like some adult diapers. If you're stranded for weeks and you got to go.
No, I don't know.
Don't want to soil the
I don't know. Just, if you don't give a damn anymore, you don't care what they find you in. Why worry about it?
But you have one.
Yeah.
And they find you, it looks like you're...
Yeah, one. It's long.
7 weeks later.
Yeah. They found him after a month out in the woods. It wasn't pretty.
Well, this is Info Explorers. Bob Slipke and Ted Schneider.
Boy, we've really enlightened you guys tonight.
Every Tuesday from 7 to 9 on WRLR. Bob, I got to get out of here. It's 8 o'clock.
You can learn more survival tips from us.
Yes.
So, but anyways, that's the kind of information we like exploring because there's so much out there.
And